Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. 2027 presidential campaigns have begun in earnest. The opposition is trying its best to endear itself to Kenyans. The government, too, is also trying its best to convince Kenyans. Earlier this morning, William Ruto met a group of Nairobi residents at State House, Nairobi, in what was dubbed Nairobi County Empowerment. Something caught my attention from that State House Empowerment meeting. On your screen, those faces can easily pass out as Gen Zs. And they were not just a handful of Gen Zs, but it was a multitude of Gen Zs. They did attend that empowerment meeting at State House, Nairobi. And that's very interesting because listening to the opposition talks as if Gen Zs in totality will help it remove the government. Gen Zs in totality will help it vote out William Samoei Ruto. Who are those faces? Are those not Gen Zs? And there were so many. I want us to dig deep into that story for Kenyans to understand exactly the political games being played here and what William Ruto intends to achieve through these empowerment meetings. Before we do that, let's have a look at a post shared out by Ruto as a result of the empowerment meeting at State House. William Samoei Ruto: we have made the bottom-up economic transformation a reality in our country. Today's empowerment of more than 1,100 business groups in Nairobi confirms our dedication to uplifting those who have been living at the margins of our society for far too long. But we are not stopping there. Hundreds of thousands of small enterprises across the country are being supported with the tools, equipment, and funds to drive their businesses because every hustle matters. Beginning next month, 70 young people in each of our 1,450 wards will receive shillings 50,000 each to start and boost their business in a joint program between the government and the World Bank. That is how we are building a more transformed, more inclusive, and more equal Kenya. Hosted the Nairobi County Empowerment Program, State House, Nairobi, where we affirmed our determination to transforming Kenya. And you are seeing Ruto has shared out those photos. Those seems to be Gen Zs. Those faces are Gen Z faces. We are also seeing William Ruto there trying to distribute those tools. Yes. It's getting very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. William Ruto is going to the extremes. William Ruto is not leaving any stone unturned. He's trying to do his best in making sure he secures a second term. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand what's happening here. If you are watching us but you're not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. William Ruto is saying that 70 youths in each of the 1,400 wards across the country will each be given 50,000 shillings each. I've tried doing my mathematics. If you multiply 50,000 Kenya shillings by 70 youths in each of the 1,450 wards, we get about 5 billion Kenya shillings. So William Ruto intends to spend about 5 billion Kenya shillings in trying to empower Kenyans. The question now begs, what happened to the Hustlers Fund? We are being told that in the Hustlers Fund, billions of Kenyan shillings cannot be accounted for. And the Hustlers Fund is turning out as another conduit for corruption. Could it be possible that this might be another conduit for corruption William Ruto is trying to open? Time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. But from all this, it's very clear that the campaigns are in top gear. William Ruto is not leaving anything to chance. He wants to go to the extremes in making sure he convinces Kenyans to vote for him. If you look at the opposition is still singing one term. That's their chorus every now and then, one term. And the opposition intends to use Gen Zs to kick out Ruto. The same Gen Zs William Ruto intends to give 5 billion Kenya shillings. Will the opposition succeed in convincing the same Gen Zs into kicking out Ruto? The answer is a very big no. The money will easily compromise the Gen Zs into voting for William Samoei Ruto. And that's why the opposition must come up with a very deadly strategy, a strategy on how they will convince Kenyans into rejecting William Samoei Ruto. But even having said that, it does not matter again how much William Ruto will use to convince Kenyans. What matters is, does William Ruto have the right leaders on his side? In Kenya, it's all about tribes. It does not matter how much development or how much empowerment William Ruto will do. Empowerment, yes, has a way of maybe convincing one or two people, but the main factor, in my honest opinion, is the tribal factor. Uhuru Kenyatta did a lot of developments on the mountain, but still the mountain rejected him. With all the developments he did on the mountain rejected him in 2022 and supported Ruto. So sometimes, even the developments do not count per se. It's all about tribes. And in our earlier analysis, I did explain that currently, William Ruto has the right tribal leaders in his closet. If he can spice it up with this empowerment, then the opposition will have to work extra hard to kick out Ruto in 2027. That's what I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. But just as I did state, this might be another conduit for corruption. 5 billion shillings will just go that way. It's very unfortunate, but that's Kenya for you. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. To those watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know. from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you.